Okay, so you had to have known this review was coming because I love Disney movies. I made made it no secret that I love Disney movies, and with Moana coming out, I had to go and check this movie out. I just had to. I had to scrape some dollar bills together to go see this movie, and we'll get into that. But it stars a we. I hope I said that right. I listened to it over and over again as Moana, and then you got Dwayne Johnson as Maui. You got Jermaine Clement. You got Nicole. I can't remember how you say her name from the Pussycat Dolls. So that was interesting. Rachel House, and probably gonna say his name wrong, but Tamira Morrison. Anyway, I'm trying to get the cast right because I think they deserve to, at least for me to say. I mean, they deserve so much credit for this movie. This movie is a good movie visually. Of course, it's amazing. Disney has been really on point with not only their movies, but the visual aspects of their movies. There's some really good scenes. I'm more akin to liking the ocean shots of it, but there's some real beautiful scenes in this movie. So they did great in that aspect of it. And ever since Tangled, we've been engrossed in kind of this new era of Disney movies. For even though someone like me, I liked say Mulan and Atlantis and everything that came out in the 90s, there wasn't any big film that was taken over the world. There wasn't the kind of draw that you got with Beauty and the Beast, with Aladdin, with Lion King, with that kind of golden age of Disney that they had. And so, Tangled was like a peek in the doorway, and then Frozen was the breakout hit. And, ever since Frozen with Wreck-It Ralph, and then with Big Hero 6 and Zootopia, which I gave lots of praise for, now you have Moana. And it's all about an ancient Polynesia. I probably said that wrong too, so I apologize. But there's a curse that is placed because of Maui, who's a god who ends up stealing a very important item, causes a curse to occur, and this curse eventually reaches the island where a chieftain's daughter lives with her family, and that would be Moana. And so she kind of becomes, she kind of steps up to the plate and tries to go and save her people. Now, it's not completely completely engaging in the sense that, like, there's nothing so new to the story, so there's not like a new layer to the story or whatever. It's a fairly standard story, and they even make a joke about that once or twice within the film, which is good. Self-referencing, Disney does that from time to time, so that was a good job. The music is very well done, and it's kind of obvious why that would be the case, because you have someone coming in to help with the music, Lin Manuel Miranda, who was on Hamilton. So you have him coming in and writing the songs for Moana, and you can tell they're very well constructed songs and the lyrics, and hearing The Rock sing was obviously great, but hearing Moana's voice, she has that presence to the voice. There's a very good job with that character and with the sound, and again the way the lyrics flow, that it actually, it's not quite on par, I'll say, with Let It Go, but it is up there. It could be the big hit, another big hit like Let It Go was. I know they're probably trying to go that route, and I don't know that it'll quite succeed, but it did a good job nonetheless. There's a lot of humor in this movie, and I think probably 96% of the humor I liked. So there wasn't too much that I didn't like in regards to that. Again, the plot itself is fairly straightforward, and unfortunately, there's a few moments where I have to nix them a little bit because they kind of skip over things. There's one key part near the end that I will not spoil, but it's with the character and what the character chose to do. How things built up, tension built up. There's a conflict. A character decides to do something, and then later the character changes their mind on said thing, and it's like, but we don't know why. It just kind of happened. So I would have liked that to have been developed out more. The voices are on point. Like I said, the visuals are great. The humor is great. This is one of those films where it has many layers to it, and I think it branches itself a bit in lore, and that's cool to do. There's just so much thought and effort put forward into this movie that it's really hard to in any way hate this movie. I do really enjoy this movie, although I don't think it's as good as Zootopia was, at least for me. It doesn't connect with me like in the same way that Zootopia did, and it isn't as fine-tuned. So there's a few moments that really kind of stand out in my mind as problems within this movie, whereas Zootopia didn't have as many. But all that being said, giving it a rating 1 through 10, at the end of the day, I enjoyed this movie so much, it would be hard for me not to give it such a high rating that I am going to go and give it a 9.5 out of 10. Very good movie, solid movie. Disney has done it yet again, and it's just one of those things where I'm starting to wonder if this is just the new age of Disney that we have, if this is the next golden age, because I think it is. I don't think they've had a misstep yet, so I'm very interested in seeing what their next movie is going to be after this, because they have been on point. But those are my thoughts on it. What did you guys think about it? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this vid, and if so, click that like button, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch my other vids. I do appreciate it, and until next time, peace.